Mayday, 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 heavy on the Mayday. You are now tuned in to the Emergency Landing Podcast. This is episode 10, the Santonio Holmes episode in honor of being episode 10 and in honor of it being the week of Jets Steelers. We got myself, Chris, and we got Mo. One of these days we'll get all three of us. We'll get all three of us at the same time. Tonight may or may not be that night. We were literally just on the phone with Justin for like an hour, talking about God knows what, anything but football. But yeah, his whereabouts are unknown. So we'll see if he joins, if he can figure out how to access his email and click the link that was sent to him, as he's done many times in the past. Then hopefully at some point he'll be joining us. But Mo, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right. Trying to live the dream, but yeah,
I feel that
the JETS is just taking me.
It's looming. The doomsday is getting closer and closer.
It really is, and we don't know what to expect. I don't. I know you have your preferences. What you think will happen, and I do, but I mean, it's all going to result to one final factor, and should bring all Jets fans together.
Yeah, at this point, I think we live in a world where all Jets fans cannot be brought together, and
No.
I don't think that Jets fans should be brought together either. I think it's for the best at this point that we kind of are. I think it's for the best that Jets fans are kind of in their separate. It's a very cliquey like group of people, and there are a lot of like sub cliques of people, and I think it's better that way.
Yeah. All right. So let me make it clear. So to the people that haven't heard me before, I'm gonna lay it out down now. I see this team as like it's really flip flop after week one, and I feel like week one determines everything that happens the rest of the season, and you'll see whether how the quarterback that we have. We've seen him for 3 years. I don't expect anything from him, and I don't expect him to change. I don't see anything happening with. I'm just trying to be real here, and I see maybe he can make some improvements, but it's not going to be. He's going to win. He's going to win games because he's done it before, and usually he does, and it's always with his rushing ability. I don't know how much his pass game is going to improve if it does, but I mean, if it does, that's good. That's great. Do I see him as a solution? It's to be seen. But for the most part, I'm trying to hold myself back from being excited for this season at all because we've been disappointed many times, especially last year and the year before.
Last year,
I don't want to keep my hopes up. And yeah, what were you gonna say?
I think last year was like the apex of Jets disappointment.
I think so.
And this year, I mean, they could be worse. It's possible they're worse this year than they were last year. It's also possible they're better. I, for one, I know I've come on here and said like this team can make the playoffs or this team could win like 9 or 10 games at times. Now the season's like getting closer. I feel like I've kind of knocked it down a few notches. I feel like we're more of a like right now. I'm feeling like we're probably more of a 7-win team,
Okay.
and this is kind of like I think this is kind of like a building year, but I don't think we're I obviously don't think we're there yet or by
Yeah.
any means. I mean, our wide receiver room is literally Garrett Wilson, and I couldn't even tell you who else is like, I couldn't even tell you who else is like in the receiving room at this point besides like Reynolds and Lazard at this point because they basically cut everyone else. Oh well, Arian Smith's still on the team, but I mean they cut Malachi Corley, which I think was it was the right thing to do. That was a stupid draft pick by Joe Douglas. Even stupider, it was stupid that they leaked the text messages between Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh. The no matter what texts about videos of Joe Douglas spending like the entire second round of the draft trying to
He could have been a second round pick too.
Yeah, no, he basically, the way I see it, he basically was a second round pick.
Yeah,
because I mean, I know he was technically he was a third round pick.
Because I know they were trying to move up into the second round to get him.
Yeah, he was the first. He was the first pick. He was the first pick of the third round, so he might as well.
He was.
He might as well have been a
late second round pick.
He pretty much fits the mold of all the other like second.
Denzel Mims.
Yeah, like Denzel Mims, Elijah Moore, Devin Smith, Stephen Hill, Jace Amaro. All those the ghosts of second round pass catchers or droppers of the past. What I want to see is one of those, that meme where it's like all the dead memes. So it's like, it'll be like Harambe and like whatever other like memes. And then like, there's like a new meme that just died and it's like them in the gates of heaven and saying, join us.
Like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I want a meme of that. I want a meme of that, but it's all the wide receivers that the Jets have drafted in the
second round.
Yeah, it's all the receivers the Jets have drafted in the second round.
We can never.
And everyone's like saying, "Come join us, Malachi Corley." Good luck in Cleveland. Maybe we'll see you at the maybe we'll see you at the Greek Food Festival in Pittsburgh this weekend. But
that's insane.
Yeah, so I mean, the Jets are built in a way where they're very deep at certain positions and then they're very thin at others. Like I feel like we're pretty deep at running back. I feel like our offensive line is pretty deep for the most part. I think our corners are really deep, but then there are other positions that they just kind of don't give a fuck about. At least like not yet.
Defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle, wide receiver. Yeah. Like it seems like they're just kind of, and obviously like you're not gonna fill all like when you do a roster teardown like the one the Jets did where you have a new regime coming in and you're going from being one of the oldest teams in the NFL to one of the youngest teams in the NFL. You're obviously with that type of roster teardown, you're not going to fill all of your holes in one off season. But it's just kind of it is kind of interesting just the way that they're built where they're like very deep at certain positions and then like they got like nothing at like others.
Mm-hmm. But see, the thing is, to me, it's like, okay, Does Aaron Glenn really believe they're trying to win this season? Because like, if you look at the roster, I can't tell if they're like if they have that much talent to win. Like, or is he just like trying to make it seem like he's trying to win, and at the same time saying, okay, and Justin Fields is our quarterback for now, and we want another quarterback.
I think he's, I think that he's doing a little like company man, doing a little company man lip service, I guess you could say. Like he kind of has to say,
Right.
He kind of has to say like that he can't come out and say this is a punt year or this is a rebuilding year because then it's like why come to games? Why why show up to games? Why watch the games? Why buy jerseys of anyone on the team?
Right.
If you're saying this is a rebuilding year and that that.
But he's not. Yeah, he can't say that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, let's give people hope. I don't know. All right, let's bring in Justin Fields. That might have been the best move he did.
In the sense of
maybe it could work out, and if not, it's gonna be. We're just gonna move on.
Yeah, I think it's a low risk, like low stakes, potentially high reward type of move where because like 20 million a year really isn't that much for a starting quarterback in the NFL. Albeit he's like a lower tier starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
$20 million a year really isn't that much for a starting quarterback. It gives you the it gives you something to kind of it gives you something to like, all right, like this is something that I'm interested in seeing how it plays out. Because like if it was Tyrod Taylor and like Tyrod Taylor might be a better quarterback than Justin Fields.
I feel like he is.
He's a better passer. Fields I think has more upside than Tyrod, which a lot of that has to do with his legs. But I think like with Tyrod, you kind of go into the season knowing how it's going to play out. Like you pretty much know if you have Tyrod, all right, like he's going to start the first 6 or 7 games, and then after he gets hurt, then what? Then what? Is Brady Cook, Adrian Martinez, like whatever other practice squad people are out there?
Are they even on the team anymore? I don't even know who's on the practice squad.
Adrian Martinez got cut. I believe Brady Cook. I think Brady Cook made the 53-man roster.
Did he? Huh.
I believe he did.
I know they kept 2 for sure.
Or he might be on the practice squad.
Yeah, he probably is. I'll be right back.
Yeah, where's our depth chart at? I'm looking at our list of. Yeah, I'm looking at the list of people that were cut or whatever now. Yeah, because I don't think Brady Cook got cut, but he's probably. But I mean, they're probably only going to dress 2 quarterbacks a week. Yeah, I guess they waived Brady Cook, but I don't know if he got picked up. Now I have to know because I have a whole. Yeah. Brady Cook is on our. Brady Cook's on our practice squad, which is so that's fine. So we'll dress 2 quarterbacks, Fields, and we'll dress Fields and Tyrod. Yeah. And if anything happens to either of them, then Brady Cook would get elevated to the backup spot.
Okay. So Brady Cook is pretty much the 3rd string.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Jets' current depth chart. It looks like it's
I saw Harrison Glazer Was it Harrison? Yeah, he posted that Bryant made the team. Was it Bryant? The receiver?
Oh, yeah, wait,
I
I
think
think
that's what his name was. And then he didn't because they like fucked up and they added like a 54th person on the roster and he actually got cut.
yeah, was it what Brian what's that or what's that guy's name? Who the guy who was like lighting it up in the preseason.
Yeah, it was a receiver. His last name, I think it was Bryant.
Yeah.
I forget what his name was. I saw that and I was like, wait, he made it? And then he was like, oh, no, I'm sorry. The Jets made a mistake. No, motherfucker, you did.
Yeah. Great reporting. Yeah, I was a little surprised they cut. I was a little surprised that they cut Tyler Johnson. I thought that. I thought
Did
that.
they cut Tyler Johnson? Really?
I thought they did.
I haven't
Didn't
been
I
paying
hear-
attention to like the cuts, like the lower cuts.
Well, he got Tyler Johnson got moved to the. He got moved to the practice squad.
Oh, okay. I always thought he was decent on. He was on Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, he played for Tampa Bay. He played
Okay,
for the
yeah.
Rams. He played for the Rams.
I thought he was decent
Yeah, I
at
thought
least
he was
as
decent. I thought honestly, I thought he was good enough to be.
a
I thought he
starter.
was good enough to be like on our roster in our wide receiver room. I thought he,
Yeah,
I thought he was. You know,
he was Jets
probably not.
good. He wasn't good, but he was Jets good.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah, he was good enough to be amongst the Josh Reynolds and Alan Lazards of the world.
Mhm.
At least I thought.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought so too.
yeah. I was a little surprised that they kept Xavier Gibson
And Jeremy
over
Rucker,
Pickett.
fuck
Yeah, well, with Jeremy Rucker, I mean, and we added another tight end too. We added Jelani Woods from the Colts, which
yeah.
I actually don't hate that move.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was a good move, and I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck we have Jeremy Rucker on the team.
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
mean,
It
like,
must
and
be,
they keep people. I keep hearing people saying, "Oh, he's good at blocking." No, he's not.
he's really not.
He's not good at blocking at all. He sucks. Like, if there was one person I want to cut, it's him and Xavier Gibson because Xavier Gibson doesn't do shit either. Those are the two that I'm like, well, why the fuck are they still on the team? If you really want my honest opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know why they kept Gibson over Jamal Pritchett. I thought Pritchett looked a lot better as a kick returner, and
I mean, yeah, I would,
I don't know if it was just I don't know if that's just like an experience thing, like they just wanted to go with.
I would have kept Pritchett.
I would have kept Pritchett too.
I would have. Like, I was getting to the point where I was like, you know what? I really just want to take a break on the fucking Jets this year, but I can't do it. Like, I tried to do it and I can't. And I look and I watch the team and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is it that makes them like the O line looks good. It looks promising, but it's not confidential yet. You
Yeah,
don't know.
We have to see them.
You haven't seen them collectively like work together yet. Like
We have to see them work together.
Membu still looks like he's learning. He's gonna
Yeah,
go through rookie struggles.
he has his good days and his bad days.
Yeah, and I was watching I didn't even watch the Eagles game, but The Giants game, I saw Carter get fucking knocked up. I don't know who the fuck it was.
Oh, Stone Smart, who
it was okay. It was Stone Smart.
The pancake heard around the world.
Yes, he just fucking knocked his ass off.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure who it was. I was like, that it was not memorable.
Yeah, no, it was. I think like I forget who was lined up next to Stone Smart on that play, but I think like it might have been Membu or it might have been Fashanu. I forget which side, but it was basically like just a sick like chip block by Stone Smart.
It was. Yeah, he just threw up the elbow and just caught him off guard. And I didn't watch that game because I was out. That was the day I was whipping out the Corvette.
Oh yeah,
and it was insane.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say whipping around in a Corvette probably trumps preseason football. You know, as much as we'd like to be sickos and watch every second of Jets preseason football, I didn't have it in me either. I watched the first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter of the Jets Packers game, so I watched that whole Fields drive and I was like, you know what, like that's like a good and I like that Aaron Glenn pretty much pulled him right after that drive. I was like, that's like a good way to go out of that game. And then I liked the and obviously the Giants game was a whole obviously the Giants game was a whole 180.
I mean, the Giants game was in general. Well, I don't know. Did Dexter Lawrence even play? I don't think he did, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
I don't know why he would have.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. But
he doesn't need preseason.
He doesn't need that shit. But I think that might be the best D line in the league, 100%. And I'm kind of glad they got their taste playing them, and just so that they have like some experience with playing teams like that and know what to expect. But I mean, week in and week out, it's gonna be the same shit because most teams didn't even play each other or play their best players in preseason. So you got like a whole
although that one Fields drive was against the Packers starters, so that gives me
it was, but I thought the Packers sucked. I thought they sucked, and I think that's why they wanted Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Parsons. I think that Parsons definitely. He's the type of player that I think can take like a bottom defense and turn it into like, at the very least, like a middling defense. Like he's that good.
Yeah, but at the same time, like they lost a good nose tackle because Kenny Clark was really good.
Yeah, he is a good.
At least I thought, because I would watch him all the time. I would watch the Packers all the time, and he would just be stuffing up the middle. He was a really good nose tackle. But the thing is, like, why would the Cowboys trade for him? If you want to get into the whole Micah Parsons, Kenny Clark 2 first round trade, we can get into it because I think Dallas might have gotten the better end of the deal.
You think Dallas might have won?
Yeah, I do, because I feel like, well, it's kind of a thing to wait and see, because you don't know what they're gonna do with the picks, because it's kind of the same thing with Jamal Adams. Like, we fucked those picks up too, almost.
No, we drafted.
I,
I wouldn't say we fucked
I
those
mean,
picks.
it was what
We got Garrett
Garrett
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know how you could say we fucked that pick up, and we got we used the in 2021 we used that pick to
Yeah,
trade up to get AVT.
right. But
Um,
are how are we now?
I mean, we still suck, but it's not because of those guys.
But it wasn't players that helped us get better to a level where we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they did, but we're still missing. The problem is we're still missing the main ingredient or the straw.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
missing the straw to stir
Which
the
is
whole.
the quarterback.
Yes. We're still missing that. Maybe I do think Garrett.
If it was one, then that would have been it right there. But I mean,
I do think Garrett Wilson's still going to put up 1,000
no,
yards.
no. Look, I'm not. I love Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's probably our best player.
Yeah, it's him. It's him and it's Sauce. Those are our two best players, and they're under contract. They're under contract for the next 7 years or 6 years.
I know. I want to say 4 or 5.
Well, it was 4-year extensions that they both signed, but I think they're also both playing. They're playing these next 2 years out, like they're playing their rookie deals out, and then the 4-year deals
Right.
take effect. So it'd be 6 years because it's this year, 5th-year option next year, then the new contracts kick in.
Damn. How the fuck did he get that?
Yeah, so I mean, even if it's even if it doesn't lead to even if it's not leading to anything right away, we still have those guys under contract, and they can potentially be part of hopefully turning this goddamn thing around.
I mean, I know because Jets fans are impatient and they want results now.
And that's another reason why Aaron Glenn, I think, has to say that we're at least given the illusion of trying to win this year.
Right. And this is one thing I can give Aaron Glenn credit for. Like, he looks like he can fit the part of being a coach in New York, because like he doesn't fuck with the bullshit. Like he can stand like Rex Ryan and Bill Parcells. He like Rich Cimini asked. I think it was Rich Cimini. He was like, "So who's going to be playing center?" He's like, "A center." That was the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And the other funniest shit was, so what's the plan? We have a plan. That's the plan, and we're rolling with that plan, or something to that regard. And I said, "Oh my god, this guy! I feel like he might curse somebody out real soon."
Yeah, I mean, he was giving those vibes. Even in like his opening presser, he was giving the vibe like that he was gonna curse someone out.
I feel like he has like a real. Did Rich Cimini write some shit about him that like pissed him off, like when he was playing? Because I feel like he still has a vendetta against him.
He might have, because I mean, Rich Cimini has been there since like the beginning, pretty much.
89.
Yeah. Cimini's been on the beat doing this thing since before we were born, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, literally a year before we were born.
Yeah. So I mean, and I'm sure with these Jets beat writers, I feel like, I feel it's interesting because I know Cimini's been there since like '89. I'm not sure how long Costello's been there, but I'm pretty sure he's been there a pretty long time too.
Yeah, he's been there for a while.
Obviously, like the athletic guys like Connor Hughes and Zach Rosenblatt are like younger and newer and stuff like that. Obviously, Antoine Staley's been around. I I mean, he's been covering sports for a long time, but he's only been covering the Jets for like
3-4 years.
Yeah, this is his 4th season. I think he came through in 2022. But it's interesting, like, you know, obviously I didn't follow the beat and what, you know, the writers were saying about the Jets as much, you know, pre-Twitter and all that, but I'd be interested to see like how, you know, how Cimini and how Costello and like the old heads, how they covered the Jets like during that era where Glenn was playing, like before the days of Twitter and everything. Because I feel like, you know, like obviously there are a lot of fans out there that are fed up with the way that the Jets are covered by their beat. You know, and I see the way that the Giants beat covers their team. And, you know, I think I would probably want something in between those two things.
Yeah.
For how this team is covered. But
yeah.
You know, I'd be interested to see if like they were that negative if they were that negative, or if it's just like the losing for so long and like the prominence of social media
pisses them off.
That like, you know, kind of amplifies that.
Yeah, I feel like it's both.
Yeah, no, I think it's a perfect storm of both. Like it's both the constant losing for, you know, 15 years. They created like a lot of memes during that time too. Like, you know, they had meme plays and just meme things that like happened to them. So there's a lot of like meme aspect to it.
Right. Right.
So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of been a perfect storm. But yeah, maybe Rich Cimini, maybe Rich Cimini wrote something about him, or maybe like Aaron Glenn just remembers like dealing with him, you know, like in press conferences as a player, and he's just like, I ain't gonna deal with this guy's bullshit as a coach. And you know, I think
he just fucking hates his ass.
Yeah, it does. He doesn't seem to like him too much, but it doesn't seem like he necessarily likes anyone in the beat that much. I do think it's kind of funny, you know, because like even in like the opening presser, like when he mentioned like before they started like asking him questions, he mentioned like, yeah, you know, like Aaron Rodgers has been discussed. We will explore that option and we'll see what happens there. And then and then Rich Cimini did his thing where he tried to pry for more of an answer, and Aaron Glenn was just like I'm not doing this with you. So yeah, I mean, I like that he's like, you know, he's very no nonsense, and like you can obviously when you're coming, you know, we go through cycles as fans with or at least I do. I think that, you know, some fans go through cycles with this team and the regimes they bring in, where like at the beginning of it, and I'll make an exception for like the Gase era, because like, you know, we kind of all knew that was going to be a disaster from the start. But like when Saleh and like when Saleh first started coaching the Jets, there was like a honeymoon period. Like before he even coached the game, it was like a honeymoon period where like whatever he said to the media or whatever he'd say in like an interview or whatever, like people would just eat it up. And I think we're in that phase right now with Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, we still are.
Yeah. You know, and I think there are things about him that are a breath of fresh air compared to like Robert Saleh. Like, for example, like in that Giants game when you know, when they were playing like dog shit, and then like he's going off the, you know, he's going off the field for halftime, and the reporter stops him to like ask him about the first half, and he was just like sloppy, like needs to be better. And then meanwhile, it's like you got Robert Saleh being like, "Oh, we just need to keep doing what we're doing."
Robert Saleh. Oh my God, Saleh was like he was like the biggest fucking player. Like, he was like the biggest softy with the fucking players. It was like, okay, he just sucked the players off.
Yeah, it was
like he wouldn't like hold anyone accountable, and he would just take all the blame himself, and it was like it didn't even matter. Like he wouldn't want to make the team better. He was just like, okay, oh, my players did this, they did that. We want this player, we want this player. They can do this really good. We're gonna make him do it even better. But after that, it was just like, what the fuck is happening after that? Nothing.
Yeah. there was no plan to get there.
No, there was no plan at all.
And it was always very stubborn. It was like they'd rather lose doing things their way than
right
and try to change something and maybe win. I mean, I feel like there were times, like, I don't think Salah always really took the blame. I think there were times where he
oh no, 100%.
I think there were times where he
I mean, we saw it firsthand.
Especially, yeah, I mean, especially like, you know, like with the whole thing with like when Rodgers got hurt, like he was like basically like he basically went on like a campaign of like, please don't fire me, like Aaron Rodgers got hurt. And, you know, I think like, you know, and like Woody Johnson, you know, for better or for worse, I think for worse, he bought it. I guess Aaron Rodgers was vouching for him at the time, although, you know, many people think that Rodgers was the one who ended up getting Salah fired when he ultimately did get fired.
Yeah.
But
he kept, I feel like he made him keep his job and then make him lose his job at the same time. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's the business at the end of the day.
Business. That's the past. The past. But yeah, I mean, were you but again, back to the whole Micah to the Packers thing, were you surprised that the Cowboys actually traded him?
Yeah,
like,
I kind of was.
Yeah. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when stuff like that happens, it usually ends with a contract extension.
Yeah. But, and I mean, like, because I mean, you know, the usual, it's Jerry just holds out, waits till the last fucking minute, and then just pays him. And this motherfucker said, fuck you, I want out. And you know what? I'm kind of glad it happened. Because I think, honestly, I think it kind of worked out for both parties. Because one, I feel like Jerry's going to be done, and he's just going to hand it off to his son.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
gonna. Like this motherfucker is like 85 or 82, whatever the fuck. Yeah, who knows? He might fucking just die, peel off the keel and die. But I mean, he can't fucking manage this team anymore. I think, like, nigga, just get rid of it. Just stop. Like, it's over. And I feel like this was his first, like, move that made it seem like, okay, I gotta stop. And I feel like that's why they came up with that Netflix shit. Mm-hmm. Which I liked. I don't know if you watched it yet.
Oh, the America's Team thing?
Yes. I thought it was pretty. I watched the first 4 or 5. It's decent. It's decent.
I put on a little bit of it the other day. I put it on for a little bit. I was like, kind of doing that. It was kind of just background noise. I wasn't paying.
Oh, okay. So you weren't really watching it. I thought it was okay. It kind of made me like Jerry a little bit more. And I mean, like, because
I feel like that. I feel like that also. I feel like that documentary was also focusing more on when the Cowboys were actually good.
I thought it was more focused on him than anything.
I thought. I mean, you probably paid more attention than I did, but I thought that it was more like. I thought it was more shining the spotlight on like early '90s Cowboys when they were like,
Yeah, no, it definitely was, but it definitely showed like his background, how he grew up, and he went to college with Jimmy Johnson,
yeah,
and they were like best friends. They went to Arkansas together. They played like O linemen. They were both O linemen, which was insane. And they're both like 6 feet tall and like 230 pounds. And usually O linemen now they're like 100 pounds more. So like in like 1960s, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? They're like 6 foot 5'11" playing O line. I'm like, shit, we were born in the wrong time. But like they grew up best friends, and he invested into oil, and he was like $15 million in debt. And he got the one gusher that pretty much made him all his money. And that's how he ended. And what was crazy was he bought the Cowboys for like 180 million, and the Packers ended up paying Michael Parsons 188 million for 4 years
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, once you saw how much the Packers paid him, it's like, if you're the Cowboys, why wouldn't you just do that?
I mean, they probably don't think they're. I mean, Dak sucks. They
Yeah,
probably just want to get rid of Dak.
yeah, and if you so then why not just do that and then you have money to pay Michael Parsons?
But at the time, they didn't know. Like, he didn't request a trade until like what, like a month ago.
Yeah, like training camp or
Yeah.
this off
So,
season.
so it kind of like just fucked them up. So what I'm thinking is, okay, they probably said, all right, you know what? Fuck it. We might just scrap the whole fucking team, because they got rid of DeMarcus Lawrence. He went to Seattle. I think he went to Seattle.
Is he even still playing?
Yeah, he is.
I thought he was. I thought he was like retired or out of the league.
He went to. I think he went to Seattle, and you can fact check me on it. I don't know.
He is on
Who
the
else?
Seahawks. You are.
He
Correct.
is right. He is right. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. But and then they paid.
Whatever he
Well,
said,
they
he
paid
said it's
C.D.
not
Lamb. I
get
think
traded.
last year. If I'm not, I'm pretty sure they paid him last year, right? C.D.
Yeah,
Lamb and Dak.
yeah, and they had Dak
So,
on a massive
so
contract.
so like it would have made more sense to trade Micah in like March or beginning of April, but he
Like
didn't. He
before the
didn't
draft.
really. He didn't. Yeah, like before the draft, but he didn't really like complain and say shit about it until like now, or like a month or month and a half ago.
I mean, once you're out there like practicing in pads in like the summer heat of Texas in July.
Mhm.
I did a subtle reference to the band's
You don't want to fucking do that shit.
yeah,
I can tell you that right
once
now.
you're out there, but once you're out there doing that and you feel you've outperformed your deal, I think that's when the tune changes a little bit. It's like especially because he is entering the he was entering the fifth year of his option. He was probably like, yeah, this
Was it fifth?
it's
I
like
thought it was fourth.
he was drafted in 21.
Right, the same year as Zach Wilson, right?
Yeah, so
Going
this is his
one, two,
fifth
three,
year. One, two,
four.
three, four, five.
So his fifth year was this year coming up, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he was basically so it was basically like a lame duck
Oh, okay. I
contract
see what
going
you're
into
saying.
this year. So
Damn.
I don't blame him. I mean, I guess he is playing
Yeah. I
I
don't
guess
blame
he
him
is
either.
playing but I guess he is playing on this Like he's going to be playing the last year of his 5th-year option for the Packers, and then his
Yeah, and then he gets paid.
Same way,
Right.
same thing with the Garrett and Sauce contracts.
Right,
So,
right. Mm-hmm.
so he'll be a Packer presumably until at least 2029.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2029. Yeah. Is it 8 or 9? I think
9.
yeah. 9. No, yeah, it's 9. It's 9.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I don't know if you had, and we do play the Cowboys this year. It feels like it's worth mentioning. I don't know if you
Mhm.
had that as a loss or if that. I already had that as a win, and this just makes me think we're winning that game more. But
Well, what are we? Is it? Well, where is it at?
MetLife, it's a home game.
Ooh. Yeah. Now I don't know. That might. Yeah, I don't know.
And I think the receiver we were thinking about before was Brandon Smith. When we were
Yes, it was
talking about
Brandon Smith.
the receiver that
It
got cut.
wasn't Pritchett. I thought it was Pritchett.
Well, Pritchett got cut too.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you were like saying Bryant, I think Brandon.
Oh
Smith.
yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, it was Brandon Smith. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Oh my god, we're gonna have to make a wellness call.
A wellness call.
Wellness call to our third podcaster.
What's going on?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Are you calling him now? And he froze. Per usual. I thought he like texted you something or something to
No, I thought he did too, but no, he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say Justin is not coming on the podcast. He was able to talk on the phone with us for an hour, but
Yeah, no shit.
was not able to make it into the StreamYard. But
that is a typical Justin.
yeah. Typical Justin indeed. But yeah, do you think so I mean do you think Micah Parsons like I guess did you view the Packers as Super Bowl contenders before this, and now that they got Micah Parsons, if they weren't Super Bowl contenders, do you think they're Super Bowl contenders now?
I think they have well, I didn't. I actually didn't. And now that they do, I think they have a better chance. I don't know if I want to say Super Bowl contenders because, well, you know what? I guess so because Minnesota has a rookie quarterback, and the Lions they lost both of their offensive and defensive coordinators. So, I mean that division looks wide open.
The Lions are like a weird case to me because like they did lose both of their assistant coaches, like main assistant coaches.
Right.
And then Glenn also poached Tanner Engstrad from that staff too. And I don't know if Ben Johnson poached anyone from Detroit when he went to Chicago.
I don't think he did.
But yeah, they definitely lost a lot of assistants. But I also feel like they're kind of in a position where I feel like their window is starting to close, but I feel like this could be the last year of the window. But I also feel like this could be the year they get something done. Whether that's like this could be the year they potentially like. I feel like this is the last year the Lions are going to be like Super Bowl contenders, and I think they have a chance to get there and maybe win it.
Yeah, I feel that way, and I also feel that way with I feel like the Vikings could be good because I feel like they took in so many players that are like experienced because they like kind of ripped out the Colts O line and they took out like good O linemen from the Colts just so they can give like what the fuck is his name, McCarthy, just the field. And they also brought back Adam Thielen, which is insane. And now they have like 3 receivers that they can like use, but
That's right.
I think Addison's like suspended for I don't know how many games, but I think it's like 4 or something.
Yeah, he was betting, right, or something.
Some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I was a little confused why the Panthers traded Thielen, unless it was just like a salary dump.
I think they honestly, I think they just did it because for him, because he's originally from Minnesota and he probably just wanted to go back because
but I think you can make the argument. I think there's an argument to be made though that the Panthers are in like a better position to go further than the Vikings this year. Like I would say, like, if he wants to win, he might have a better chance of doing that with Carolina than Minnesota right now.
No, yeah, I know because it makes sense to keep him there because like one, he's like an older receiver. He's 35.
Yeah, and like this is and like it's Bryce Young's 3rd year, so like you kind of got to find out.
You want like a veteran receiver to like help the other receiver, like Tech McMillan and Xavier, what's his name? Leggett. Yeah. So like it would be best. It would have helped to have him like just be there with those 2 receivers as like a mentor. But I kind of feel like they just did it out of like they just felt like okay, we'll just send him over there because he's old now and we'll just send him back to his old team. But I mean, I don't know how the Panthers, Carolina, they fucking suck.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the year where we really find out with Carolina. Like, I feel like it's kind of now or never. I think for Bryce Young, it's it's 3rd year, so like they're gonna have to decide at the end of the year whether or not they're picking up his 5th year option as a number 1 overall pick. And I mean, he's his rookie year was pretty bad, and last year started out really bad, and then he got benched for Andy Dalton. But after that, when he came back,
I felt like he played good. He started playing good at
played good
towards the end of the season.
Got his starting job back.
You're right, and I feel like he'll play good this season because I feel like he's starting to pick up.
Yeah, he should definitely in theory. I think the Panthers. I think the Panthers could potentially make some noise this year, especially if I think Ted McMillan's I think Ted McMillan's going to.
I know you love Ted McMillan. You wanted him to be our 1st overall.
There was a time where I wanted to draft Tet McMillan, but I mean I'm good with building through the trenches. That's where football games are won and lost ultimately.
Sure. At least if they're actually good.
Yeah, if they are, but I think that pretty much every. I mean, Membu's TBD, but I think pretty much every other draft pick or acquisition on our offensive line has been a hit to this point.
I feel like it's still waiting to be seen to me. Well, especially with like Tittman, because I feel like Tittman hasn't proven anything really. And I mean, he's done like decent, but he hasn't really said
I think
like,
he's
okay,
proven to
he's
be.
he's
I think
he's
he's proven to be serviceable at the very least.
okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that. And like even Olu, like I haven't really seen Olu like just okay. Now I know he's the left tackle. It's kind of still like a wait and see with him because he played what like half, a little more than half the games last year at left tackle.
I believe so. I think it was more than half because didn't
Yeah, because Tyron Smith went down,
yeah,
and
didn't
that's
he get
when.
hurt pretty early?
Yeah, because he started at right. I think he started at right tackle, and then they moved him to the left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. And then Membu was yeah, he's just gonna. I was like, shit. We got two African tackles. Fuck it.
Works for me.
Yeah, I mean, if he ends up being like the Brickenshaw Ferguson, I am not gonna be mad at all. And
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm asking for.
No, yeah, no pressure. Just get a street in Freeport named after you and have that be your legacy.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not asking for much.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Should we do a Jets Steelers preview, or should we try and squeeze another episode in next week?
No, yeah, let's squeeze another one because I want to get Justin's opinion on here.
Yeah, I do want to get Justin's opinion.
I need ignorance in here.
Yeah, we do need to get ignorant on the podcast next week. So gotta make that happen. Definitely gotta make that happen at some point.
Shit, we could probably do it on Sunday night or Monday night.
Yeah. I'll see what I got going on, but potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
Those could potentially work.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Were there any other surprises, like as far as players that we cut or didn't cut that?
Actually, you know what? The whole center thing. What the fuck is up with that?
What
is Josh Myers or Joe Tippmann start? I'm pretty sure Joe Tippmann's starting. I don't know if Aaron Glenn is just fucking around with everybody or he just wants to be an asshole.
I think Aaron Glenn is just fucking around.
All right, that's what I think. Yeah.
I think I mean at least ESPN says that Joe Tippmann is the first string center. I believe that. I don't really think I know there was like some talk of there being a competition for center.
Yeah.
Between him and Josh Myers, but ultimately I think it's going to be Joe Tippmann. Josh Myers is like the backup. I think Josh Myers could also, get plugged in at guard if a guard goes down, or maybe if a guard. Hopefully, we don't come across this bridge, but if a guard does go down, you kick Tippmann out to guard, and then Josh Myers can be the center.
Hey, look, all right. So
I'm just glad we have Andrew Beck on our team.
I do like Andrew Beck. He has been making some plays. But I want to say one last thing. If Joe Tippmann sucks ass at center, I am not opposed to moving him to guard and drafting a center. And
And
hopefully
letting
he will
AVT walk.
be shorter than 6 foot fucking 6.
And then would you just let AVT walk and extend John
I
Simpson?
I wouldn't let him walk. I'd try to trade him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd have to figure all this out in like the first 8 weeks of the season then.
Well, I have to see what happens. I'll extend John Simpson if he ends up because he's played like a dog.
Yeah,
So
I think John Simpson. I think John Simpson maybe should be the next player that the Jets extend. I think it's either
I would extend him.
Simpson or AVT.
I would
The next
extend.
player
I
that
would extend Simpson.
I would too.
Yeah, and AVT. I mean, it's hard to like
He
speculate
just
around
gets
him
hurt
because
so much.
he gets hurt too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Quincy Williams, he's another like next in line for extension candidate.
Yeah. Yeah. We can talk about this on the next pod.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll talk about extensions, potential extensions.
Potential. Yeah. No, that's a good topic.
Yes.
Kind of wild that Tyler Barron is still on this team and that he's like the backup to Leonard Donalds. Michael Clemens is still a starter on this team.
You know what? that gives me more confidence that we're trying to fucking lose.
Saying it out loud, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think there's gonna be teams that we match up really well against.
I know. I
Like,
already
teams
know
that we
we're gonna lose. We're gonna win like 6 games.
Yeah, I think we got 7. 6 if we don't beat Pittsburgh, then yeah, probably 5 or 6. But I think we're gonna beat Pittsburgh, but we can talk more about that next week too.
Yeah, we can do that.
But yeah, like there are teams I think they could just like bully and like just run the football down their throat and beat them, by just like kind of, just playing like keep away, basically like controlling, ball control and ground and pound and defense, like 2009 Rex Ryan style.
Yeah.
But then there's other teams where it's like, when you're facing like Joe Burrow and like Lamar Jackson, there's other teams where it's like, yeah, no, like you're just gonna mop the floor with us.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so
yeah, man,
we will see. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to go over on this one.
No, yeah. Well, we'll wrap up whatever preseason bullshit we got next or in the next couple days.
Yep. Goodbye to the preseason. I don't know how it is in Texas, but the football weather is here in the Northeast. It's
it is definitely not here yet.
No.
It's like cold here is like 82.
Yeah, no, we got some actual like football weather here. It's like, right now it's 1:00 in the morning and it's like 50 degrees out here.
I'm fucking leaving. I swear to God, I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah. It was like in the 60s today. I think it's going to be like in the 60s or 70s tomorrow. So yeah,
Well, it's kind of raining, so it kind of helps, but it really doesn't.
Yeah, that time has come though. So
Yeah.
football is in the air, and yeah, hopefully one of these next few days we'll be back with another episode with a full squad, and we'll do the week 1 slate and get on to our regular season bullshit, which is the real meat and potatoes of this podcast and our lives.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and we will talk to you in a couple of days. Peace.
Peace.
Unlock the swag.
The swag.